Yo, what's happening, Raider Nation? It's your boy Soto here. You know what it is. Raiders versus the world. Talk about the team that the world loves to hate, your Las Vegas Raiders. All right, Brock Bowers is the man. He was voted by executives, coaches, scouts, all this, tight end one in the entire NFL after his rookie season. That is a huge thing for him to break all those records with the collection of guys that we had throwing to him and the offensive turmoil. No other real weapons as far as explosive weapons for this offense. No running game. It's like, all this stuff going against Brock Bowers, and he's still balled out. That goes to show you, you can have the best coaches, you can have a best front office, you can have all these great things going for you, but you need to have talent. And Brock Bowers definitely has that. We had heard a lot of good interviews with him as far as in the roundtables and a lot of information from him comes from like Bussin' with the Boys and stuff like that. There's a little bit different press conference, but it's much more centralized on the team and the growth of the team from his perspective. So I think it's a really valuable thing for us to watch and really study what he thinks is happening with this offense and what his expectations are moving forward. But first, I want to get to Brock Bowers' teammate, Michael Mayer. Look, Michael Mayer was kind of like what Brock Bowers was coming out of college the year before. Now, he wasn't quite as highly touted. He wasn't as highly decorated, but this dude was the complete package, okay? People were saying this was the best tight end in the group, and there was a lot of good tight ends in that group. So when you take a look at a guy like Michael Mayer and what he's done so far, it's kind of baffling, right? You take a look at a guy with so much talent. He's so big. He's got great hands. He can block. He knows how to get open. What happened? This goes to show you. Very similar to what we talked about with Brock Bowers, right? You can have all the best coaches. You can have all the best teammates thrown to you and everything, but talent wins. Well, when you have talent and you have so much turmoil going around them, sometimes this is the opposite side of the coin. You got to have everything together to make someone their best. And as good as Brock Bowers was last season, we haven't seen his best because he had a lot of bad going on around him. Same thing going on with Michael Mayer. He had the same thing going on around him, but he also had some internal stuff going on as well. That seems to be all squared away and everything. There was a long meeting, a famous, talked about long meeting between Michael Mayer and Coach Pete Carroll, and everything was pretty satisfactory. He's like, you know what? I feel good about it. We're moving, ready to go. Michael Mayer was highlighted heavily when Brock Bowers was out. So was Ian Thomas, by the way, but all reports were Michael Mayer was being used very heavily during OTAs and minicamp. And I'm saying this right now. I think Michael Mayer is going to have himself a mini breakout season. Now, you can't really break out when you have a Brock Bowers there. And he's pretty, voted tight end one across the league already after his rookie season. But you can be a very productive player in spots. I think Michael Mayer will be that guy. Not only blocking, but also pass catching, moving the chains, converting first downs, and also getting touchdowns. This is a huge season for Michael Mayer because when Pete puts his stamp on you, when he says he believes in you, he's going to want to use you. Nobody on this team is just a filler spot, okay? And Michael Mayer is definitely not that. So what I want to do right now is go ahead and take a look at Michael Mayer's press conference first. But before we do, I want to make sure everyone please like, comment, and subscribe to this video. It's an excellent way to support the channel. It's absolutely free to do. And it's the bare minimum you can do to support the channel besides doing absolutely nothing, just watch the video. Okay, let's get to Michael Mayer.
How does this feel different?
The culture's been great. The positivity, the uplifting, the teaching has come from a place of love, a place of this is what we need you to do. This is kind of where we're taking things, and it's all about relationships. Also, I got Stack in the tight end room just like I had last year, and he's awesome. He's great, but in terms of relationship based, starting with Pete, starting with Spy Tech. And then all the way down, even defensive coaches. I'm talking to defensive coaches, eating breakfast with them, hanging out, talking about where I'm from, stuff like that. And, some of that stuff you just didn't really have before. So I'm really excited about that. There's a lot of just great team camaraderie, team community. And I think that's the first step in kind of winning games. It really is. You got to be together. You got to be on the same page all the time. You got to be eating breakfast, talking together. You got to be in the meetings all day together. Like, you have to talk. You have to communicate. And it's not really my way or the highway, That's not what we're doing here. We want to win games.
Shots fired.
We're trying to do kind of the best way possible. What's the best way we can do this? Not this is the way it's going to be. What's the best way to win games, to score points, and help our team?
Pete said, congratulate you on a great offseason. He said it kind of started with a conversation that he had with you. And how important was that just for the head coach and you to sit down and kind of get to know each other?
Very important, very important. Yeah, that was like an hour and a half long conversation. It was great. And I think I just needed to get, a little bit of piece perspective of what he was trying to do when he came in here, what type of person he was, what type of coach he is. And I've been, man, he's awesome. He's awesome. I can't get enough of him. I want to listen to him talk and give motivational speeches all damn day long. And he's really good at it. He knows exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly where he wants to take us, and he's taking us there. He's our captain. He's our leader. We're really excited about having him here.
Michael, looks like the two tight end sense is going to be an important weapon for the Raiders.
No doubt. Yeah. I honestly, I wish we could do a little bit of that like we did last year, and we're going to do it. We've had a great spring, like he said, and the first 3-4 days of camp, we've done good stuff. And, we're still adding some stuff into the offense. So there's going to be a lot more 12 plays coming in. But me and Brock were very excited about that. Ian Thomas, very excited about that. Got a lot of great tight ends in that tight end room. I mean, there's no doubt about it. And why wouldn't we use them? We can block, we can run, we can catch, we can make people miss, things like that. So we're excited about that in the tight end room.
How about the chemistry you are building with Geno Smith?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that started, when I got here and whenever that was, end of March or beginning of April, just throwing. Man, that's what it comes to. You're just throwing, trying to gain as much experience and kind of let him how I know I run my routes, how my body works, how I get out of my routes, things like that. And, we've got 3, 4, 5 months of that in. And, same with Brock and Geno. We have a really good connection, and we're really excited about what we can do for this offense.
Michael, this is in no way saying that you were in bad shape, because you haven't been. But it clearly looks like you're at a different level in shape this year. Am I completely wrong, or am I seeing it right?
I think you're right. I think this is the best I've felt in my 2.5, 3 years in the NFL, no doubt about it. And I think that comes with mentally and emotionally being where you want to be, because your body's not going to be where you want to be if your mental is not where it's meant to be. And my mental and my emotional it's the best it's been also. So it's a connection of all three, and the physical also. And AJ Nibel, the strength coach, he's done a great job with me this off season, and I did a great job with myself when I was home for the 3, 4, 5 weeks this break. And I'm just really excited to keep getting better, man. It's day by day, step by step. I'm working on all my routes out there. There's still a million things that I need to get better at in terms of the blocking game, hands inside, keep my feet moving, stuff like that. So, it's wake up every day. What can I get better at today? And then take it day by day.
Whenever you talk to any of the coaches or anybody of who's had a good offseason, you're one of the first guys they always mention. I mean, have you paid attention to that? What does it mean to you to kind of hear that? I know you talked about mental and emotional. How much does that help the confidence knowing everybody's noticing what you're doing?
Yeah. I think coming into the offseason in general, I think I had a lot of confidence in myself. And I think, you say, no matter what anybody says about me, I know what I can do. I know what I'm going to do. And I came in, I feel like I had a great spring. So even hearing that, it kind of seconds it a little bit, which is great. At the end of the day, it's in here. It's for me. It's in here. It really doesn't matter what any coach is saying, what any media person's saying. It's what I have to do to get myself prepared to play football and to be the best of my ability, physically, emotionally, and mentally. That's what it comes down to.
You kind of talk about the mental aspect of the game and how much that is important. You have a coach like Pete Carroll who's coming in, and he's been very adamant about making sure that he takes care of the person over the player. How much does that mean to you in terms of just helping you mentally, and also how's that relationship going with that?
Oh, he's awesome. He's very relationship based, which is definitely something that I enjoy in a head coach. I want to walk past the head coach in the hall and say what up and say how was your night and stuff like that. I want to smile. I want to laugh with him. I want to joke with him. And that's somebody you want to win games for. That's somebody I'm going to put my body on the line for every single day when I get out there. And I got nothing but positive things to say about him. I'm just so excited to get started with him. We're 4 days in, got a long way to go, but man, I just know he's going to be with us for the ride. He's in it with us. We're in this together. He's not head coach team. We're in this together. We're just one team, and I'm really excited to just get going.
When you talk about being where you want to be mentally and all that, how much of that is a process? You don't just get there. You have to work to stay there. I mean, how much of that process are you going through?
Yeah, I'd say it's been a process since the last year when I took those games off. It started then. And from then, I haven't stopped, and it just keeps getting better and better and better. And it's one of those things where you can't just say, okay, I'm feeling better, I'm going to stop trying on all this stuff, and then I'm going to go right back down in the dumps or wherever, So it's always a process, and I think for the rest of my NFL career, I'm probably going to just be process. That's just the way it's going to be for me, in my mind, and my body, and that's okay. I can do that, I can handle that, and I'm ready for it, and yeah.
You still have people that like check on you? And does it get like too much? Like, all right, guys, it's like, are you okay? You okay? You okay? I mean,
Yeah, no. I mean, obviously, my mom does that just about every day. But no, in the building, in terms of in the building, you mean? Yeah, no. Everybody knows I'm good. Everybody knows where I need to be. I'm talking to the people that I need to talk to, and I walk in the building with a smile, ready to work. And if there's anything I ever need, I got the people I need to talk to, got the people that I can go see or anything like that. So, yeah, the Raiders organization as a whole has been very, very good to me. I'm so blessed and so grateful to have them.
Not trying to put anybody down who you've played with so far since you've been here, but Geno Smith as a quarterback, what makes him different compared to any other quarterback you've had so far?
Yeah, his accuracy. He's one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the NFL. I think people know that. And I think he's mobile, too. He can get out of the pocket. One of the big things we do is scramble drill. He's a really big scrambler, So once he gets out of the pocket, it's really about getting open. Get the heck open, and he finds you, man. He finds the open receiver, and he just puts it exactly where you want it.
That's good. Cool. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah.
One of the huge things that I took from this was what I talked about a little bit before the video, the relationship building. There was some shots fired at Josh McDaniels, I think, a little bit of, what's the best way to do things as opposed to we're going to do it this way. That was, I think, a direct shot at Josh McDaniels, which is what it's fair because I think, a lot of people feel the same way and we've heard of it. But the thing is, with Pete Carroll and how he builds a relationship, one of the things that really stuck out to me was when Michael Mayer said, that's the kind of guy I want to put my body on the line for. And you have to think about it. If you're a player and you really don't like your head coach, or you really don't get along, you don't connect with your head coach, that little extra effort isn't going to be there. And I understand that people in the NFL, they should be driven and stuff like that. But there's always that little extra that you're going to give if you do have that connection with the coach. You do have a connection with your position coach or you're the owner or whatever. And that connection is there now. And these guys are all about routine. Okay, you talk about an NFL, you talk to any NFL, any athlete, and you ask them what's the biggest thing or what's one of the big things that keeps you, ready to perform. And one of the things they're going to bring up is going to be a routine. They got to keep it a routine. And I just now his mental health routine is a big part of getting ready to play and getting ready to be a productive member of this team. And I don't think it's any huge deal or anything like that. I think that he was maybe prone to some of this stuff, before he came to the NFL, and he just had a little bit of an issue. But it's fine now. He's good to go, and I have no problems with Michael Mayer moving forward. Now, Michael Mayer's teammate Brock Bowers, yeah, this dude's a stud. Now, some of the parallels that we talked about with these two guys are coming out of college. There was a lot looked at upon these guys or how these guys are going to perform. And I think Brock exceeded. And I think maybe Michael Mayer was a little bit of a letdown because of, the missed games and some of the lack of production. I don't know that we're going to see a better version of Michael Mayer emerge as of right now, because once you see something, then you're going to be able to defend it a little bit easier. Coming out of the gates with these two guys at tight end and 12 personnel, I think it's going to be a huge nightmare, a huge matchup nightmare for the defenses in the NFL. So let's take a listen to Brock Bowers in his press conference.
What's up?
My boy Adam Hill in the corner there.
Oh, man.
Fucking sexy.
Chip Kelly said he hopes a game this year comes down to a home run derby to determine it. Your reputation is kind of spread around from what happened in that softball game. How much?
Get out of the shot, Adam. What are you doing?
Did people kind of talk to you about that, and it went kind of viral a little bit?
Yeah, no, it was pretty funny. Going up there, I didn't want to brag about any skills, because if I went up there and I didn't do very well, it wouldn't have mattered. But I knew it kind of had it in me, and it's been funny. Like, people ask me to play baseball and stuff. So.
They give you any new nicknames?
Not really. No, not really.
I guess just how have you kind of picked up where you guys left off in terms of the offense, kind of bringing what happened to OTAs and everything over here into preseason?
Yeah. I feel like OTAs obviously help a lot. It's like just spring ball and everything. It helps a lot. Just getting down the playbook and everything. I feel like that really kind of accelerated our growth throughout the offseason. And you guys seem like they know what they're doing and flying around, so it's been fun.
Stock, obviously you probably heard the term sophomore slump. Why do you feel that won't be the case in year two for you?
I hope it's not the case. I don't know. I've just been trying to control what I control and work as hard as I can, and just really try to do everything I can to help the team win.
What were some areas of emphasis in your game you want to get better at in year two?
Yeah. Man, I'd say just a little bit of everything. It's hard to point out one thing. There's just so many things I want to do better, and Just trying to work on all facets of the game.
When you have guys like Ian Thomas in the room now, like, how does that help you level up in terms of like watching what he does and maybe like kind of comparing your passing games?
Ian's awesome. Coming in, being like he's the oldest guy in the room. He's just kind of, he's the vet in the room, so he's been awesome giving us information and just kind of help guide us a little more in that room. So it's been good.
Gino said that he feels bad when he doesn't throw you the ball. I'm just curious, what is the communication like between you and him and the work you guys have kind of been able to put out there so far?
Yeah, like some communication is like, after the play, I'll go up to him and ask him what he's seeing and what he sees me doing and certain looks and everything, and really trying to get that chemistry down. And the more reps we take, the better we're going to be. So I'm just excited to see how it progresses through camp.
How does that unfold through training camp? I know this is your second year, but how do you expect it to kind of unfold? The talking, is it extra reps after? Is it more film? How is it for you?
Yeah, just getting in the film room after practice today, just talking about stuff we see and just out in the field talking and just it's just being around each other and getting those reps in.
How was the intensity in mandatory minicamp? How has that translated to the start of training camp? Is it an easier transition now?
Yeah, we knew what we were expecting coming into camp. Camp's obviously going to be a little tougher, so really trying to hone in and be in the best shape you can be coming back here, and just really staying healthy throughout camp is a huge deal. So trying to stay that.
Do you feel like you picked up kind of right where you left off, or you feel like you're still trying to catch up?
Yeah, no, that's the goal. I feel like mentally everyone's been pretty locked in and throughout the break, and we're not making much mental errors or anything, so it's been pretty good, pretty clean, I think. And everyone's obviously gives a lot of effort. Everyone cares, so it's been good.
Your second training camp, how does this one feel different than last year?
I don't know. I think I'm enjoying it a little more just because I know what to expect. It's always a little bit better the second time around because the first time stuff's kind of flying all over and you're not really sure, and you have rookie duties and you're not sure if you have to sing or anything. So it's definitely a little bit more relaxed and knowing I don't have to do all that. Yeah. No, I'm excited. It's always tough sometimes going out there run game and pass protection and stuff. You can't do what you want to do in pads. It's just kind of not the same game in that aspect. So, it definitely helps out. And, in terms of football at that point.
And I know the rookies, but when you see other guy like Dark Judge that is encouraging for the receiving system.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for them. They've been working hard. They've been getting after it. So I'm excited to see what they do this year. And, just ballers. I don't know.
What have you thought about the early stages of learning Chip Kelly's offense and how he could use you in particular?
Yeah, I know. In OTAs and stuff, my head was kind of spinning. I was trying to get caught back up with everything. And, now I feel like I kind of settled back in going through it the second time and really been able to focus on the details. And I've been enjoying it.
Brock, did you have your welcome to the NFL moment last season? If so, what was it?
I think the first game when we played the Chargers, I had to rap back on Khalil Mack. I think that was kind of my welcome to the NFL, just because I remember watching him like in high school and in middle school and stuff, watching him play, and that's probably mine.
Do you think you guys would eat a lot across the middle?
Yeah.
A lot of physicality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I'm excited to see what he does. He's big physical wideout, and he moves really well. So I'm really excited to see what he does.
Does anything about Ashton's approach as a rookie remind you of yours?
He's just a quiet, get it done guy, and he. I've really enjoyed getting to know him a little bit and seeing him work out in the field.
That's good.
Cool. Good. Appreciate it.
Short and sweet for Brock Bowers. This guy is just all about ball. He had a little bit of, funny things going on as far as his, moment with fussing with the boys and stuff. But look, if you have a guy like Brock Bowers on your team who is pretty singularly focused on getting better at football, that's not a bad thing, okay? I understand that a lot of people want to have a lot more stuff, a lot more things going on from Brock Bowers, but look, Brock Bowers is going to be who he's going to be. He's about football. He's about getting better. And, yeah, he talked about, his being in the second season in training camp. He knows a little bit more what to expect. Even though it's a new coaching staff, a new head coach and stuff like that, he kind of knows the paces of what to do to be ready for the season coming up. And I have no doubt that Brock Bowers will be an integral part of this offense moving forward. One of the things that we need to focus on with Brock Bowers is now that he has kind of his feet down, on the ground a little bit more firm, I think he's going to be even more comfortable and even better, more explosive, and even more versatile, if that can be the case, of a player going into this new offense with Chip Kelly. I honestly do think that the offensive system last year really didn't expose a lot of what Brock Bowers could do. He only ran the ball a few times. He ran the ball quite effectively with Georgia. He ran just a lot of shorter routes and stuff like that, a lot of quick hitches and stuff. And it's like, yeah, he can do that, but he can do a lot more too. And I think Chip Kelly's realizing that. He said so in his press conference. Like, yeah, man, we've seen he could be a singles doubles guy, but he can hit some grand slams too, and he showed it to us. And I think this season going forward, they're going to use Brock Bowers more as like a slot receiver than anything else. And with those matchup nightmare that he's going to have with, maybe faster and quicker than a lot of the safeties and faster and quicker than a lot of the linebackers and, bigger and stronger than a lot of the safeties out there, he's going to be a matchup nightmare that he always is. It doesn't matter who you put on him. If it was the best cover corner, he beat him. Best linebacker, he beat him. The best safety, he beat him. He beat them all, and he beat them all clean. And I think now with a better supporting cast around him, more explosive supporting cast as far as the running game and the outside receivers around him, and a better offensive mind and Chip Kelly to be able to draw things up, we're going to see Brock Bowers getting bigger chunk plays down the field. If there was a knock on Brock Bowers, it was the fact that he was kind of like a possession type of guy. He really wasn't a game breaker, and stuff like that. But I think that's going to change because he's definitely a guy that can make big chunk plays. And when you add in there Michael Mayer now taking more of, I think, the short yardage possession role, Brock Bowers is going to be open a little bit further down the seams, and Geno Smith's accuracy is going to really pay dividends for this Raiders offense. All right, guys, that's my time for today. Really appreciate you guys watching. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to this video. It's an excellent way to support the channel. It's absolutely free to do, and it's the bare minimum you can do to support the channel besides doing absolutely nothing, just watching the video. Guys, we're growing and growing and growing, and it's all because of you, man. I'm doing my part here by bringing out this content to you guys. I need you guys to help me out and spread this word over to all of Raider Nation. Tell your friends, tell your haters, tell your mamas, tell everybody. Raiders versus the world's greatest, and going to Raider Nation today. All right, guys, that's my time. Till next time, everybody. Peace. Hey, Raider Nation. Thanks for watching. There's plenty more where that came from. Go ahead and smash that like button. Drop a comment. Make sure to subscribe and share to all your socials. It's the bare minimum you can do without doing absolutely nothing.